Fort Stewart is back open this morning after a shooting that forced the base into lockdown.
5 soldiers were hurt. Investigators say the suspected shooter here is a fellow service member. Secretary of the Army scheduled to speak about this incident in just a couple hours. Ariana Manise is live in the newsroom.
So, Ariana, tell us, what have we learned this morning so far about this suspect?
Well, Aisha and Dan, we know the shooting happened inside of a logistics building where the suspect worked. The Army says 5 soldiers were shot. The suspect, Army Sergeant Cornelius Rafford, is accused of opening fire just before 11 a.m. Wednesday morning. We're learning their first call of an active shooter came in around 10:56. By 11:04, Fort Stewart was in lockdown. Rafford was apprehended shortly after by 11:35, and video show base gates clearing. Right now, we know they were cleared around 12:30. We're looking at a timeline right now showing the timeline of everything that transpired yesterday. That lockdown was lifted around 12:10. Commanders say Rafford was quickly tackled by other soldiers, stopping the attack. Investigators believe Rafford used a personal handgun, not a military-issued weapon. Fort Stewart's commander says the response was fast, but finding out how the suspect got his own personal gun through security is now a priority.
We've got a great partnership with local law enforcement. As you can see here at our gates, we have armed guards in protective equipment. This one's a bit difficult, and we're going to have to determine how he was able to get a handgun to his place of duty.
Now, all 5 soldiers who were shot are in stable condition, expected to recover. The motive is still unclear at this point. Rafford is in pretrial confinement this morning and awaiting formal charges. Back to you.
Ariana, thanks. Fort Stewart is south of Atlanta near Savannah, Georgia. 11 Alive's Gilad Malamed joins us now from Hinesville near the military base with reaction from people who live there.
I'm at a gas station about 2 miles from Fort Stewart, and just within minutes of being here, I met 2 people who work at daycare centers, and both of them went into lockdown yesterday, all while their coworkers were speaking to or trying to speak to their loved ones who were at the base. One of those women even tells me that about half her coworkers had relatives there, and then the other woman tells me that her spouse is in the same brigade as those soldiers who were shot.
So I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, I'm so glad you weren't at work today, but thank God you had an appointment at the same time. But yeah, knowing that there were there were people we knew that were there, that's, yeah, definitely scary and not okay.
We have a lot of veterans that work at our establishment, and so it was quite impactful for them as well. They were like, oh my goodness, the soldiers were, I hope no one is killed. I was feeling the same way. My dad was a soldier, my brother was a soldier. It was just very close to home. I was so relieved to find out that they're going to be okay. Yeah, I know that they're probably going to be affected mentally about it, but I'm just really glad that they're okay.
Local leaders here echoing what the people we spoke to said about the significance of Fort Stewart. The mayor of Hinesville saying that Fort Stewart is more than a military installation. It is a vital part of Hinesville, saying the soldiers there are family, friends, and neighbors. In Hinesville, Gilad Malamed, 11 Alive News.
All right, Gilad, thank you.